It's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for May 2023. So welcome to May. Of course, we are jumping into this brand new month, still very much under eclipse and retrograde energies. So we're still very much in the wild card situation, having things thrown at us and removed out of our lives due to this eclipse energy. And we are deep in the reflection, in the revision, in the reorganization, the restructuring of our lives, with Mercury, of course, being retrograde in Taurus energy. Coming into May, of course, we are starting May on a Monday, a moon day, if you will, and the moon will be transiting out of Virgo energy, which is Mercury ruled, into Libra energy, which is Venus ruled. Definitely some topics and themes between the heart and the head being illuminated as we move through the astro forecast of what May is going to bring us. We are looking at the modern day calendar, which does suggest that we are in the 5th month, which represents our heart space, our heart chakra. It is Leo energy, where it is that we have to be real and raw and vulnerable with ourselves. And of course, we just had the first quarter moon in Leo energy, the halfway point between the eclipses, which should have definitely shown us what it is that we're moving away from and what it is that we have to kind of muster up the courage, boldness, and bravery to move closer to. Of course, we will not be seeing things very clearly, nor will we have anything figured out until the very end of May, when we clear eclipse season and we clear retrograde season as well. So we do have some interesting astrology really pressurizing a transformation to take place here in May. It's always a very busy time in May as we move out of Taurus energy and move into Gemini energy. Of course, we start May 1st off with Pluto retrograding at a 0 degree in Aquarius energy, which is going to prove to be a very, very interesting renovation of self over the next 5 months, as we definitely take a look at some control issues, some shadow parts of ourselves, and what is essentially blocking us from making the kind of progress that we need, especially analyzing where some limiting beliefs are concerned. We have our full moon lunar eclipse taking place in Scorpio energy. That will definitely highlight for us where the shadow self is rising to the surface in order to really purge the old programming, the old conditioning, the old pain, the old trauma, all in the name of empowerment. It is definitely going to be a doozy. We are going to do a deep dive into this full moon lunar eclipse here as we get closer to the peak energy. And this is going to kind of give us the beginning of the end of this 18-month spiritual life lesson in this Taurus and Scorpio energy that will definitely be closing the door on in the fall of 2023. We will see Venus move into Cancer energy, which, definitely will kind of trigger and activate some deep-seated emotions, especially where our inner child is concerned. We are going to be tested, especially where boundaries are concerned in our lives from the people closest to us, to see where it is that we have to pull back from showing up and taking care of other people and start showing up to take care of ourselves. We're definitely going to do a deep dive in our emotional needs and get back to building a strong foundation in taking care of ourselves first and foremost. We will see Mercury go direct mid-month, which of course is going to be a beautiful thing, but we are going to be in that post-retro shade period until the end of May. So we will not be seeing things as clearly as we would like or making sense of things as much as we would like until the fog clears, lifting our, I'm going to say, perspective on this new landscape, on this new situation that both eclipse season and retrograde season has had a hand in shaping and molding. We have Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, beliefs, abundance, and blessings, moving out of Aries energy that it's been in since May of 2022, really helping us to grow ourselves into a new version of ourselves, a new identity within ourselves based off of our beliefs in what it is that we actually feel we're capable of. Jupiter moving into Taurus energy is definitely going to slow us down to a snail's pace to get us very focused over the next year on what it is that we want to build and create in our physical realms in order to create a place of stability, safety, security, happiness, joy, and pleasure. We are definitely going to have multiple opportunities over the course of Jupiter's transit in Taurus to really see where it is that new growth is needed in our physical realms in order for us to align with new opportunities. Keep in mind that it is 12 years since Jupiter has been in Taurus energy, so you might want to do some reflection back, see where it is that you were at 12 years ago, as we are bringing those particular life lessons into a sense of completion for us to build a brand new foundation on what it is that we are going to build and create and give birth to as far as our physical realms go, aligning with our new long-term goals. We do have a pretty sticky situation taking place between Jupiter squaring off with Pluto, both at 0 degrees of their respective energies. This is going to create a choice point, an opportunity to see two different paths, two different decisions, and the pressure and the urgency to make a change, to commit, to make a decision is going to be super overwhelming. But let me just say, we do not want to commit to anything until we clear this square, which will take us into the first week of June. We have the new moon in Taurus taking place on the 19th, which is officially closing the door on eclipse season, on eclipse energy, and return us to normal moon programming. However, it's a little bit of a weird situation, seeing as this new moon in Taurus is taking place at 28 degrees, pretty much at the very end of Taurus season. Doesn't normally happen like that, but of course we ushered Taurus season in with the new moon solar eclipse in Aries energy. So this particular new moon is going to feel a little bit wonky just because we are opening up our eyes to the new landscape that got created in our physical realms due to retrograde and eclipse season. We're taking stock. We are taking an evaluation, a lay of the land, if you will, and from that determining what it is that we have to tie up, what we have to kind of clean up as far as debris goes before we can even begin to think about the new creations that we want to bring to life. This particular new moon is going to connect to Venus, who rules over this Taurus new moon, to her retrograde that she will be having in the months to come at a 28 degree in Leo energy. So make some connections, pay attention to your heart space, to where it is that you don't feel bold and brave and courageous enough to make the changes that your heart wants you to make as of now, because those topics and themes will definitely come up for renewal, for revision once Venus goes retrograde at 28 degrees in Leo energy. Speaking of Leo energy, Mars will be moving into Leo energy, clearing that Cancer energy. Thank goodness. Again, it was not its most favorable place for Mars to be in that wish-washy, back and forth, not straightforward energy, highly emotional, semi-intuitive, but very, very vague as far as the path and direction that we felt called to pursue goes. That Cancer energy, now that we have that behind us, this Leo energy, a sister fire sign to Mars's rulership in Aries energy, will bring us back to life. There's a new passion, a new excitement, a new fire, a new spark, a new flame being ignited within us. We essentially will be making up for quote unquote lost time, taking us back to August of 2022, when we first moved into that Gemini energy that we sat in for 7 months. That's the only reason why we appreciated Mars moving into Cancer in the first place. It's been a very uncomfortable situation for many of us, lacking a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of inspiration and motivation. But now in this Leo energy, we're getting heart aligned, heart inspired. We're definitely going to make some major moves. And this prepares us for Gemini season that takes place on the 21st, where we move out of our physical realms to move into the mental plane, where we're going to sort some things out. We're going to take a look at our choices, at our decisions. Of course, they're going to be polarized. They're going to be very extreme. We're going to have to sort our way through finding common ground in what it is that we want to achieve, what it is we want to pursue. We're going to have a lot of pressure in that mental plane, but It is setting us up for a lot of clarity. As soon as we enter into June, we clear that retro shade period. Mercury, who rules over Gemini energy and Gemini season, will be at the top of the game. And of course, with the topics and themes that May offers us to get our heart and head in alignment, we will definitely be processing things at a much more accelerated rate.